with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. It's the Syracuse Orange and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Orange head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. On the return, it's Patterson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for a man, it's Edwards. Oh, pressure's coming. Makes a deep grab. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. A big, explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Follows his blocks. It's Hall. Here's a little room there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
2nd and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space, and I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the 1st down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the 1st to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Making the adjustment. Handed to the back. Fights off a defender. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And the Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Rush right in his face. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Jelly. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Johnson. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Steve Angeli. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, UNC! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Johnson. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The RPO, fire complete to the left. There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Angeli. Fires to the big fella. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Angeli. Out wide left, it's Miller. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went gang tackle.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Miller. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Throwing Angeli. Going to try to get it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Steve Angeli. Going for 6. Touchdown, Syracuse. made the grab in the end zone. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
Number 47, set to advance on the football.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Caught. Breaks into the open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Shipp. Hits the crease. He's at the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Moving the pocket, it's Edwards. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. They're all over him. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Missed the connection on 2nd, now looking at a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Under pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Got his man. That'll be enough to move the chains, and it'll also take us to the 2-minute timeout. The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Might as well run him again. Can't get him to the ground. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he tacks on the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Angelic. Catch in the middle, it's Weaver.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Just not quite able to make the connection, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hard running there. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. The give on the counter. Knocked down immediately. Syracuse right back at it. Throwing Angelic. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Breaks the tackle. They roll the dice with a run in the red zone, and time's going to run out on him here in the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half, not too far away. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They'll move the tight end. Steve Angeli fires to the tight end. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Wants to throw one first. Finds his tight end. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Tight end now in motion. Angeli. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Now on the move. Enough to move the chains. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Throwing Angeli. And he gets rid of it.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off and make some plays for this offense.
Second and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking deep down the right side. Complete downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Syracuse operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. Gets the back moving. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Straight ahead, it's Miller. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cuse. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
From deep, it's Patterson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And the RPO got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Steve Angeli fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. From the gun. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. Thrust that arm out. Orange is way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. It's a draw. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Out wide right, it's Hall. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Slips through the line, and he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Hits inside, it's Miller. There he goes! Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll run him again. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Motion from the wide receiver. Angeli. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver in the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Angeli on the play action. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Throwing Angeli. Out wide left, it's Weaver. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The run inside. It's Miller. Touchdown, Syracuse! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score.
North Carolina, 20. Number 47, set to kick off.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. And now, after being stymied for this entire 2nd half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Breaks into the open. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Oh, out of space. He's at the 30. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. He breaks a tackle. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keep it on the ground. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Powers inside. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
They'll ride him again. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. Steve Angeli looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Flying down the right side. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Cuse!
how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Unloads it downfield. And here's the third interception of the night. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Running inside, it's Miller. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains.
His running ability has been, I think, the biggest key for his offense's success so far in this game. That time on the RPO, nobody open, and he just takes off running. And we've seen him do it in a variety of ways, on designed runs, on scrambles, and even in the RPO game. He's making the right decisions, and he's just too athletic for this defense to tackle.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Johnson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout trying to get the football back.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Johnson. Blasted as he lets it go. Nobody falling for the tomfoolery, the chicanery, and it'll be fourth down. The Orange will have to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. drive will start from the 19-yard line. Sets his feet. It's Edwards. Got a man. It's Chip. Give him a pickup of 2. Now 2nd and 8.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Rush is on. Left side is Thurman. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Syracuse. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.